Hi, welcome back to another video. Today everyone is home. It is Sunday. We are apparently in the middle of a hurricane, but I'm still going to do my monthly TBR game. Basic way I play this game, I will first flip a coin to figure out which tarot deck I will use. Each tarot deck has a different spreadsheet with different prompts for every card. Pick a card, have a prompt, find the book. Some of the prompts are like games to find another book because I like complicating my life. All right, first I'd like to take a look at the books that I did read in the month of August. There were a total of, seven books, because I also am in a book club with my local library. One of the books that I read was La Belle et la Bête by Gabrielle de Villeneuve. This one was pretty quick and easy. It was also part of a secret vlog that I did. A Lady's Formula for Love. This one was for the prompt was A Trope I Hate. A Gathering of Shadows by V. Schwab. This is the sequel to A Darker Shade of Magic, and this was a fantasy prompt pick, I believe. Yes. The Jasmine Throne by Tasha Suri. This one was just a carryover from last month's TBR. I didn't finish it, so I finished it in August. The Southern Book Club's Guide to Slaying Vampires by Grady Hendrix. I actually don't remember what prompt this book was for. I actually haven't finished this one, but it is July 22nd, so I'll get to it. I'll finish it for sure. And The Shadow of the Gods by John Gwynne. This one was the dragon prompt, and there's a dragon on the cover, pretty self-explanatory. And this one I'm in the middle of, and again, I have like 2.5 weeks, so I'm gonna finish it. So, because we are going to assume that I am awesome and finish my TBR, I get to spin my yes, yes wheel. The yes, yes wheel just is, I spin, there are 4 different options that help me kind of create a TBR list for September that I will prefer. So I can either remove a +1 if it happens. +1s can happen if I pull a card that I already pulled before, or if it's a card that is literally just like add another book. I can remove any book that I do not want to read. I can either pick a short book or I can pick any book I want. So we're gonna go ahead and spin it. Because I do not have a fancy video editor, I have to hold this up and show you. Spin. Thank you. Ah, yay, I can pick any book. Now I'm going to flip a coin for either tarot deck that I land on. So we'll do heads. Heads will be the Hush Tarot deck, and tails will be the Vox Arcana. I am terrible at flipping coins. Yeah, I said I was terrible. Okay, so it landed on tails, so I will be doing the Vox Arcana, which I'm really happy about because I just bought this deck and it's really pretty. Alright, so the first card I drew was the 3 of Pentacles, which the prompt is just a paperback book. That's it. So I've been meaning to read Later by Stephen King for a little while. Supposedly this is a story about a little boy who I think can talk to ghosts, but only for a certain period of time. And he gets involved in basically police work. And that's all I know. So I've heard it's really good. I'm adding it to my TBR. Alright, draw number 2, I got the High Priestess card, which was a specific book linked to the card. The Conductors by Nicole Glover. I believe this is a debut author. I got this through my Unplugged subscription box. I believe it is kind of a historical fiction book with magical realism in it. Something about the Underground Railroad and magic. I think the magic is somehow related to stars. Not entirely sure. Again, I really don't know much about this book, but I'm actually really glad that I got it. All right, draw number 3. I got 5 of Wands, which is a contemporary romance. Again, I'm not a huge romance person, but I do have a book that fits, I believe, the prompt. It's Honey Girl by Morgan Rogers. This was actually recommended to me by a bookseller at Barnes & Noble. I think, from what I remember when I read the back, I think it's about a girl who essentially meets another woman who is teaching her how to be more spontaneous instead of planning her whole life. Like, she's the perfect student and she has her whole life set out, and she meets this woman who tells her, like, be more spontaneous, go on trips, do all this crazy stuff. And I believe they fall in love for each other, but I also think that one of them is married. Again, I'm not entirely sure what this is about, but it's a contemporary romance, so it fits. Draw number 4 was 10 of Wands, and the prompt for this was ship. So a book that has ships in it or takes place on a ship. And I am so glad that I'm married to Ryan, because I was like, I have nothing that takes place on a ship. And I was thinking, you know, a ship with sails on it. And Ryan was just like, spaceship. And I remembered that I recently got this in a book haul. We bought it, well, I bought it. I bought it at Barnes & Noble, like, not that long ago. The Last Watch by J.S. Dews. I don't know how to say his name. I just noticed the 1 at the top, so I think that it is the beginning of a series. All I know is that it's supposedly a ship full of criminals, and they are headed toward this thing in outer space, because I am not a huge sci-fi connoisseur, but I guess it's like a wormhole type of thing, and they're all gonna die, and they're the only ones who can save themselves. And apparently there's one dude who is like the worst of the worst, but is also kind of their only hope. So yep, this is book number 4. Now, because I also did my yes wheel and I could pick any book, I decided I am going to read The Shadow of What Was Lost, mainly because someone has been constantly telling me that I need to read it, especially I need to listen to the audiobook. So I bought the ebook on Kindle and it came with the audiobook, so I will be adding that onto my TBR as well. And we're still not done. Because I am in a book club with my local library, I also have The Woman in Cabin 10 by Ruth Ware. The last book by Ruth Ware I tried to read was One by One, and I could not get through it. I've also heard that that's not her best work, and that this one's actually pretty good, so we're going to be reading it as a book club in the month of September. So there we are with the books that I will be reading in the month of September. It's really not a bad month, which is really good because I'm starting a new job, so this will be nice and easy on me to be able to take my time reading instead of these massive 800-page books. So yeah, if you've read any of these books, or if you plan on reading any of these books, let me know down in the comments. If some of these you like or hate, also let me know. I've heard most of these are really good. Again, I'm not a fan of contemporary romance, so we'll see how that goes. Oh right, I always forget. If you like this video, like, subscribe, comment, all that stuff, and I will see you guys next time. Bye.